Hey, Shelly from Best Buy Canada's blog, and this week I'm going to take you for a look around my KitchenAid 5-door refrigerator. This 36-inch fridge has 25.8 cubic feet of space for your fresh and frozen food. I've had this fridge for around 4 months now, so I've been using it steadily, and I've hooked up the indoor water and ice. Out of all of the features on this fridge, I'm just going to highlight a few of them, but by far this is the best fridge I've ever owned. It has a very sleek style. I love these stainless steel accents for handles, and one of my favorite parts of this fridge are the two soft close drawers on the front of the fridge. These drawers are designed to hold the most accessed foods you bring home from the grocery store. So in our case, we tend to have deli meats and cheeses. My kids seem to access those more often. And on the opposite side, I'll have soda and juice boxes. There is a menu on one of the drawers when you pull it out, and you can choose the perfect cooling settings for that type of food. So there is fish, deli meats, cold drinks, greens, as well as cheese, or you can use it to thaw or marinate. The other drawer is designed to hold produce, but as I've mentioned, you can use these drawers for anything that you most access. And in our case, that would be drinks. So that's what we store in these drawers. It will hold cans of soda, beer, or whatever else you'd like to store upright in the drawers so you can maximize your space. And I love how the soft close will just glide the drawers closed and you don't have to worry about slamming them shut. From the first second that I plugged it in and I opened it up, I loved this fridge. One of the reasons for that is the very bright LED lighting inside of the fridge. There are light strips underneath one of the shelves, as well as all along the sides of the fridge and in the back of the fridge. And that means that there's literally no corner in it that you can't see into. The more unique features is the herb storage in the middle of the fridge. It crosses the entire center of the fridge, and it's just a spot where you can store fresh herbs, and you can put a little bit of water in the bottom of the tray, and that will keep your herbs fresh for longer. When I was in the Best Buy and I was taking a look at the inside of this fridge, what really sold me was the 3-tier freezer. I've always had a bottom freezer on my refrigerators. I really struggled with storage space, and I tended to pack way too much inside of my freezer. So when I got the KitchenAid 5-door refrigerator, I was able to organize all of my frozen food, and that is amazing. One of the other things that this freezer has is an indoor pizza storage. Right now, I don't have any pizza stored in it because I can't seem to keep frozen pizza in the house, but it is very useful for storing your pizza upright. I have one tray for kids' snacks like popsicles and drumsticks, one tray for other frozen foods that they would microwave after school, pizza pops, that kind of thing. And then in the bottom, I store meat and I store other things that are going to be in the freezer for longer term. The bottom drawers are actually quite deep, so you can store a lot in this freezer. And if all those features aren't enough, wait, there's more. This fridge has probably one of the coolest water and ice systems I've ever seen. We'll distribute two kinds of ice, as well as store ice in the door inside, so you can take the ice container out if you need it for parties or whatever. And there is also a measured fill water system. To use the measured fill, all you have to do is tap the screen, and then you tap how much water you would like to dispense. So in this case, I was dispensing 1 1/4 cups of water, but I've used up to 5 cups. So I kept tapping and tapping, and I got up to 5 cups. Once you have the water that you'd like to dispense, you just hit dispense, and you don't have to tap anything. It just dispenses it straight into your glass. When you're using water for cooking, or you'd like to measure out something for your coffee maker or what have you, having that measured water is such a time saver. For ice, you can choose between crush and cubed. I love crushed ice in a soda. It is so, so good, and this ice maker makes great ice. The only criticism I have about the ice maker is that it can be a little bit messy when it's dispensing the crushed ice. The cubed ice, I don't find that that's such a problem, but crushed ice can splatter everywhere if you don't have your cup up close to the ice dispenser. As I mentioned, you can also open up the fridge door and you can take the ice bucket out. It fills the ice bucket, whenever it makes ice, it fills the ice bucket up completely. So there's more than enough ice if you're having a party or you're having friends over. The KitchenAid 5-door refrigerator uses something called the Preserva Food Care System to preserve your food. And that means that there is a cooling system for the refrigerator and a cooling system for the freezer, and they're both totally separate. I really love my KitchenAid 5-door refrigerator. I haven't had any trouble with this fridge so far as cooling or freezing my foods. I haven't had any buildup of ice on the freezer, and any issues at all with cool spots, really extra cold spots inside of the fridge. It has more than enough room to store a family of six's food. And I find that it's actually kind of a lot of fun to organize the food within it. So I'm always playing with the shelves and trying to find new ways to store food more efficiently. The ice dispenser and the water dispenser on the front of the fridge is great, and you'll find when you open it up that it doesn't take a lot of extra room inside of the fridge. So the ice machine really doesn't interfere with how much space you have on your shelves. And in my opinion, there is nothing, and I mean nothing, as awesome as having those two soft close drawers and the 3-tier freezer. Both I use every single day, and they really do help you organize your food and access your food a lot faster. After 4 months of using this fridge, I really do feel like my storage and organization has become a lot more efficient. I always seem to know what I have in the fridge, so when I'm in the grocery store, I don't have to double buy. And I really do like how the drawers, the soft closed drawers, prevent the kids from standing in front of the fridge and letting all the cold air out, so it saves on your energy bill too. That's it for my look at my KitchenAid 5-door refrigerator. You can see a full written review as well as other photos on Best Buy Canada's blog. Thanks for watching.